So hovering around the 10,800 mark on the Nifty, so trading above the 200-day moving average of 10,750 thereabout. The up move that we've seen so far this week is clearly global-led. So on a week-to-date basis, the Nifty has seen a rally of nearly 1%, but it's lower than what we've seen for the rest of the other Asian pairs. So Hang Seng has seen a 1.8% rally. The Chinese markets are up 1.5%. The Korean markets too have rallied close to about 1% odd. So clearly, this is a global risk-on mood that we've seen in our own markets as well as in the rest of the Asian market pairs. And that's helped us navigate through the seemingly negative news that have hit us. But let's talk what's happening in the NBFC pack, because that is clearly leading on the chart. So before that, here is the CNBC TV18 exclusive. Sources have told us that the government is pushing for 5 kg LPG cylinder under the Ujjwala scheme in order to increase consumption in rural India. Anshu Sharma with the details.
That's right, 2019 is the year for national election, and the oil ministry is pitching for increased sales of 5 kg LPG cylinders, especially under the scheme Ujjwala. Now, the idea is to bring in affordable LPG connection and refills for the rural India. Oil marketing companies have already organized over 21,000 special camps for pushing 5 kg LPG cylinder, and the result in the last 2 months have shown that over 1 lakh customer opted for 5 lakh cylinder, and over 1.4 lakh refills were sold by the oil marketing companies. Now, the average per capita consumption nationally is about 7 refills, and under Ujjwala, it's close to 4.3 refills per household. The idea is to increase consumption in the rural India. The government is not only pushing for refills and booking, but also looking at ways to expand connections and refills. Government is looking at WhatsApp and missed call services. We understand that oil ministry has been in talks with WhatsApp, but some modalities need to be fine-tuned by the oil marketing companies. Now remember, Ujjwala has a target of about 8 crore households which have to be connected, and it's a big task, and considering that elections are coming in the next year, the push is bigger one. Back to you.
Thanks a lot for that, Anshu. In fact, important from a consumer perspective, because if there are more LPG cylinders given out, that would be doing well for all of these cooker makers, something like a TTK Prestige or Hawkins, or even something like a Butterfly Gandhimati. So we'll keep an eye out on that. Those stocks currently under a bit of pressure. But what's surging in trade today are all the NBFCs. They continue to rally. In fact, Edelweiss recently came out with a note with regards to the sector and the liquidity conditions in the sector. Abhishek joins in with more details from that note. Abhishek.
Well, Mangalam, liquidity crunch has been dealt with and no major shock has been seen. In fact, commercial paper market activity is panning out better than what was anticipated. So as you mentioned, as per Edelweiss note, the November data suggests that 80% of the commercial papers which were up for maturity, like 1.6 lakh crore, out of that, the 1.3 lakh crore have been rolled over or refinanced. So NBFC's liquidity challenge has started to reflect in the real estate market also. So real estate, actually the financing part, NBFCs form about 60% of the financing to commercial real estate. So bond yields have also cooled off, majorly 8.2 to now 7.35 to 7.4, which actually means that the incremental cost of borrowing for NBFCs may have started declining. Valuations for many NBFCs were off 30 to 50% when the liquidity crisis had hit. So from valuation perspective also, it is a better opportunity for investors to get in, is what analysts on street are saying. Back to you.
Absolutely, Abhishek. As you speak, just pull up the intraday chart of Indiabulls Housing Finance. 10% higher on that stock. In fact, the stock's gained about 12.5–13% this week. Remember, the previous week also, the first 3–4 days were pretty good for Indiabulls Housing Finance after the company released a note to the exchanges over the weekend saying that liquidity conditions were not a problem. So 10% higher on Indiabulls Housing Finance. But you're still with us, Abhishek. You've picked up some reports on Max India, which is set to exit their health insurance business.
Well, news reports suggest, Mangalam, that private equity firm True North Managers LLP is set to buy majority stake in Max Bupa Healthcare Insurance. Now, remember that 51% in this health insurance company is owned by Max India. So, Max India will exit the health insurance business, and it will be for the first time that a promoter is exiting an insurance business. True North is looking to invest around 1,000 crore in this business. This will be the first exit by an Indian promoter in the insurance industry. Both Max Bupa and True North have officially agreed to the deal, and they are expected to make a formal announcement on the same. Back to you.
Okay.